This Texas Tech TV broadcast on Fox Sports is brought to you in part by Carillon, the official retirement community of Texas Tech Athletics. To learn more, visit CarillonLubbock.com. Baker Office Products, keeping your business in mind. From lending solutions to mobile banking, at Citibank, our goal is to help you achieve yours. And by the Red Raider Club, your support, their talent, our fearless champions.
Welcome back to Texas Tech University. David Thetford along with Cheryl Swoops, the Texas Tech starting lineup. It's been that way for a while. Smalls, Morris, Brown, Hyde, and Baker. 4 seniors and a junior. And for Oklahoma State, Brittany Martin, Tiffany Bias, Donahoe, Young, and Suttles, they can all score the basketball. The head coaches, as you look across the way at Christy Curry, in her 7th season with Texas Tech, can go for win number 139 here tonight. And across the way, Jim Littell in his 2nd season with Oklahoma State. The ball is up and we are underway here in Oklahoma State. We'll have it. This Oklahoma State team, we mentioned those starting 5. They don't play a lot of players, about 7 players or so, but they can all score the basketball.
And as you said, the players that they do play, they play a lot of minutes, but they've been very effective, and they definitely tend to get the job done.
Couple of shots, can't get it, but Donahoe with the 3rd rebound, 3rd offensive rebound, and finally gets the 2 to start the ball game.
And that's what Donahoe does very well. Obviously, she can shoot the ball, and she stands behind the arc, and she knocks it down, but she crashes the offensive boards extremely hard. And if the Lady Raiders are going to win this game, they have to do a better job of knowing where she is, boxing out and rebounding.
Christine Hyde misses the shot, hustles the rebound, and ties it up. And it will stay with Texas Tech on the alternating possession. And Hyde off the game winner against Kansas, where she drove the lane and put it in to win the game for Texas Tech, 72-70. There's a lob over the top for Morris, a little too tall, and Baker can't come down with it. Oklahoma State with a big win also. There's Jim Littell we were talking about earlier. Pretty good start here at Oklahoma State, 40-19. Really good start. Bias is a good ball handler, averaging about 7 assists a ball game. And Donahoe shoots it up, no good, tipped around. Loose ball going to be off of Christine Hyde. And Texas Tech, certainly, you mentioned it, Cheryl, they've got to rebound. So far down the floor, I guess we count that as a team rebound for Oklahoma State. They're going to get another shot at it here. And they had 3 the first trip down.
Well, you know, with the Lady Raiders, they tend to be undersized a little bit. So when you're undersized, you definitely have a team. You have to have a team effort when you're trying to go for defensive rebounds. But right now, it seems like the Cowgirls are just a step or 2 quicker and faster than the Lady Raiders, and they seem to be getting their hands on the ball. They're moving a little quicker, and the 50-50 balls, the Lady Raiders are definitely going to have those if they're going to win this game.
Mentioned Texas Tech on the road at Kansas on Sunday, 72-70, winning that ball game. Oklahoma State with a huge win at home over Oklahoma, 83-62. Donahoe drives the baseline, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Chynna Brown with the defense and then the rebound for Texas Tech.
Well, you know, there are a few matchups that I'm excited about seeing tonight, one being Smalls and Bias. I mean, Smalls, a senior guard who just understands the game and knows what she's doing, and Bias, who's a quick guard, as Chynna Brown comes down. And Chynna Brown has become my hero this season as she comes down and knocks down that 3.
She's been amazing all year long. The 3-point basket to put Tech on top. Her entire game has really improved this year, and it was already good to begin with. Tony Young with an answer on the other end, inside. She's really a good post-up player, 6'2" senior out of Del City, Oklahoma. Chynna Brown out of Dallas.
With Baker defending Young on the other end, I think one thing Baker's going to have to do is get more physical with Young and push her off the block and not allow her to get to a comfortable spot on the floor.
Well, Brittany Martin with the drive and the acrobatic shot as she was hit. Gets the shot to go, and she'll have a chance at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. And I'm assured that a little bit of payback time talked about in the locker room over with the Cowgirls with what Tech did earlier in the season, going up and getting the win at Oklahoma State, a 7-3 lead. for the Cowgirls.
Of course, no one wants to lose on their home court. You hear coaches all the time talking about defending home court. No one comes in here and beats you at home. And so for the Lady Raiders to go into Oklahoma State and beat them there, I guarantee you Oklahoma State wants to come back here and return the favor.
That was a 64-59 Texas Tech win. You just saw Monique Smalls with another assist. That one to Kelsey Baker. Turn around again by Young. Great post-up shooter, and she hits another one. And there you see that mismatch with just size and length over Baker inside.
Well, Baker's going to have to work just a little bit harder on the defensive end. Young, as we said before the game, she's averaging a double-double, points, rebounds. So one thing Baker's going to have to do is get more physical with her, be more aggressive, and make her uncomfortable, push her around a little bit and try to push her off the block and just get up in her space and not allow her to do what she's comfortable doing on the offensive end.
Chynna had another good look at a three, couldn't get it to go down. Baker kept it alive, but too strongly, and it went out of bounds into the Oklahoma State bench.
You see the Lady Raiders are going into their 2-3 zone defense. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that she wants to try to slow down Young a little bit on the block.
A little bit more help inside on the post players. Suttle's also in there, a 6'1" senior, and a traveling violation going to be called on Liz Donahoe. Donahoe, a sophomore out of Edmond, Oklahoma. And really a great shooter. When I was looking at the stats, Cheryl, she is shooting 94% from the line, and that's 88 of 94. That's amazing shooting from the free throw line.
You know, I might understand that if she hasn't shot as many free throws, but to have shot 94 free throws and shooting 94% from the free throw line, that's definitely a player you don't want to send to the free throw line. That's impressive.
Well, I looked down the Oklahoma State lineup. It's hard to find one you want to send to the free throw line, but definitely not Donahoe. Texas Tech with a basketball. Casey Morris, great offensive player for the Lady Raiders this year. And Fairfield, California. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped around and taken away by Oklahoma State. 4-point lead for the Cowgirls. They'll work it down. Suttle's going to pull up and shoot a three. And it's well off the mark and out of bounds. Kind of a little bit of a slow start here for the Texas Tech Lady Raiders. They'll crank it up here when we come back. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Early birds pay less and save more. Garage sale this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. only at Ashley Furniture Home Store. Up to 90% off. Closeouts, discontinued, floor models, slightly damaged, one-of-a-kind merchandise. Some items are as low as $1. Cash and carry only, and all sales are final. First come, first served. So get here early. Doors open this Saturday at 8 a.m. Plus, get special discounts throughout the showroom. This big garage sale begins Saturday at 8 a.m. at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Baker Office Products, the Baker Advantage.
Baker Office Products' capable furniture design and installation team can help you achieve an efficient and innovative working environment. Our customer service team is ready to assist you with all of your office supply and equipment needs. Baker Office Products is a locally owned Texas Tech corporate sponsor and is proud to support Lubbock, the South Plains, and beyond.
The Baker Advantage.
Enjoy a refreshing jump shot to the taste buds, an icy cold Coke Zero. Folks right there about to go get a cold Coke Zero. 9-5 the score. Texas Tech trailing by 4 with the basketball. Monique Smalls. Great assist to turnover ratio for Texas Tech, and she's been that way all of her career. Really takes tremendous care of the basketball. Christine Hyde down the lane, blocked, out of bounds. I'm going to say last off for Christine Hyde, so it'll go to Oklahoma State.
Well, one thing that Oklahoma State, what they do very well is they're not really going to get up on you and put a lot of pressure on the ball, but when you put the ball on the floor and start penetrating, they pack the lane. So they're really trying to force you to take some outside shots. So I think once the Lady Raiders start hitting some outside shots, the middle's going to open up so they will be able to penetrate and get to the basket.
Brittany Martin with the 10-foot baseline jumper off the dribble and created a little space and put it in. You see what we're talking about with this good shooting Oklahoma State basketball team. Casey Morris. Skip pass across to Hyde on the baseline.
OSU now, they're in a 2-3 zone defense. I think one thing the Lady Raiders need to do is just what Monique Smalls just did, is put the ball on the floor, penetrate a little bit, draw some help, and find a shooter and kick to a shooter. Or draw the foul.
Tiffany Bias with the foul call, and Monique Smalls will go to the free throw line. Smalls a 76% shooter on the year from the free throw line, averaging 8.4 points a ball game. You look at this Lady Raider lineup, and you look at the numbers, very balanced. Everyone that's on the floor contributes, and for Coach Curry, that has been big for her. And she's been able to count on them all year long.
And Coach Curry has said in the past that they're at their best when they have a balanced team effort from everyone. When you have Chynna Brown scoring 15, Small scoring 12, Morris scoring 15. So when you have a balanced attack, it's hard for the other team to decide who they're going to key in on and who they're going to try to stop.
Chynna Brown has stepped up her offensive production, and another baseline jumper, up and in again. This time, Tony Young stepping out on the baseline.
That is such a smooth jump shot. She does a great job of just facing up, and I think Tony Young can see that she has an advantage height-wise over Baker. She can just turn and shoot the ball right over her.
Ball was kicked, but no call, it looked like. It might have been a hand on it. Now Bias to the basket, puts it up no good, and she is fouled by Christine Hyde. So Tiffany Bias will go to the free throw line. You look at the shooting here in the early going, 6 of 11, 54% for Oklahoma State, and Texas Tech only 2 of 7.
You know, the unfortunate thing is the Lady Raiders are coming into this game, I think, off a huge win over Kansas on the road, which was a huge win for them, thanks to the shot that Christine Hyde hit at the end of the game. But lots of times when you have a game like that and you come back home, you tend to have a little bit of a let-up. But I guarantee you Coach Curry is going to get in to somebody over there on that bench. She needs to find some energy from somebody and give them a spark off the bench. Maybe Nobles coming into the game can give them that.
1 of 2 from the line, and Nobles gets the miss. Chantal Nobles out of Hazlet, Texas. 6'3" junior. Smalls is one that normally, and there's another one just checked in. Patterson right in front of the basket, can't get it. Going to be tipped off the hands and go out of bounds off of Nobles.
And even though that shot didn't go in for Patterson, I think you can see immediately what Coach Curry wants to do is get the ball inside, that was a key to the game, was attacking inside, trying to draw some fouls and get to the free throw line. And Patterson did a great job of attacking the inside of that zone.
Baker and Hyde went out for Texas Tech, and really the Lady Raiders got taller when that happened, but not as athletic. Here's another move down the lane. What a shot that time by Brittany Martin.
She's a freshman, because she's not playing like a freshman right now.
Yeah, she's playing well. 5 points in the ball game. There's that 7. I thought that would be 7 for her. It is 5. Smalls trying to create. It is 7.
We're just a little slow over here.
Well, I had it. My little computer didn't. I just remember her driving the three-point play and then another 2, and then that one she just hit.
David, I didn't mean you were slow. I meant to say the computer was slow.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Sorry.
You said we. And I knew it could be me. There was a good chance. Chynna Brown can't get it, gets the rebound, kicks it out to Smalls. That was needed from Casey Morris, and she can do that.
That was a huge bucket for the Lady Raiders. They were stuck on 6 for a little while. That was a great shot by Casey Morris. But one thing the Lady Raiders are going to have to do is pick up their defense. Right now, Oklahoma State's getting pretty much whatever they want from the perimeter, inside. The Lady Raiders definitely going to be more aggressive defensively.
Oklahoma State doubled up on Texas Tech right now, 18-9. Chynna Brown for 3, and she hits it. Back-to-back threes. Morris, then Brown. And Cheryl, you mentioned defense. Texas Tech has been known for defense all year long. They have been a very gutsy team and play great man-to-man defense.
Well, and I think lots of times when you're playing a team like an Oklahoma State that likes to push the ball and run the ball, they like to get out in transition, sometimes you tend to let up defensively. But I think, and if your shots aren't falling offensively, for whatever reason, you don't play as good a defense. But I think for the Lady Raiders, just hitting a couple of shots by Morris and Brown will hopefully get their defense going.
Tiffany Bias with an air ball and a good run out transition to Jackie Patterson for the 2.
And that's another thing the Lady Raiders can do as well. They can get out, they can run in transition and try to get some easy buckets and not allow Oklahoma State to set up their half-court defense.
Bias will walk it up this time. High screen, bounces right. Martin again, this time off the front of the rim, and Nobles has the rebound.
Very nice.
Case, yeah, unbelievable. 10-2 run for Texas Tech now, 18-16.
And if you notice when the Lady Raiders put the ball on the floor and they attack and they run, they attack Oklahoma State's defense, not give them a chance to set up in the half-court defense. That's why they've been able to get some easy buckets.
How about a change in the energy level? And Coach Littell said, hold on here. We had it in good shape, and now it's turned around on us. And Texas Tech with transition basketball. Here's Smalls, and she'll just blow by.
You know, and that's one thing I would love to see Smalls do a little bit more, especially in the open floor, because she's so smart, she's so savvy, she understands the game. I would love to see her try to attack the basket more, especially when she's in the open floor. And if she doesn't have anybody, she can always pull the ball back out, but she did a great job that last time of attacking and finishing.
Well, Patterson and Nobles coming to the ball game, and the energy did pick up for Texas Tech. You don't know exactly what might have been, but Texas Tech immediately goes on a quick run to get back in this ball game here in the early going.
And sometimes that's all it takes is one player, two players, somebody hitting a shot, somebody getting a big rebound, a good defensive stop to change the game.
There's a travel on Suttles. And it's not saying that Baker and Hyde weren't getting after. They always do, but sometimes just a change gets it going the right direction. 2-point ball game. Oklahoma State and Texas Tech. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
Legacy. It doesn't happen overnight. With more than 35 years of award-winning service to the Lubbock community and beyond, Caroline's legacy of excellence has touched the lives of generations. This legacy continues in our relationship with Texas Tech University and the Health Sciences Center, and now, Red Raider Athletics. Caroline and Texas Tech, a championship team leaving a legacy of excellence.
Some pictures are worth 1,000 words, and some pictures are worth $83.45. Introducing the latest feature of the Citibank app. Now you can deposit checks with your phone just by taking a picture. Depositing checks is a snap with the updated Citibank app. Download it today.
Texas Tech is on the rise, now a national research university. A growing campus steeped in tradition. 7 straight semesters of record enrollment. Wind research that's unrivaled in the world. The best trained and educated students for today's jobs. And to all this, we have just one thing to say. With pride, guns up.
Well, Texas Tech got on a run, and it started from down deep.
Well, you saw Texas Tech, they came down. Smalls did a great job of recognizing where Morris was. Morris comes down, spots up, hits a 3. Then Chynna Brown comes down. She's in the corner. She says, Donahoe, if you're not going to come out, I'll knock it down. She hits a 3. They do a great job of running the floor. Patterson, easy layup. The Lady Raiders, that's definitely the thing that they needed to get them into this game and get some energy and get the momentum going. And that's why we have a 2-point ball game.
Casey Morris with a good pump fake, couldn't get the shot up. And now how about Nobles inside with a great drop step and the 2 off the glass. Chantal Nobles.
Chantal Nobles has gotten better and better with each game that they've played so far this season. And I'm really excited to see what she can do for them going into the conference tournament.
We are tied at 18. The freshman Martin has done all she can do for Oklahoma State. And now there's a bias inside, can't get it, but the rebound underneath by Suttles, blocked away, and Patterson has it for Texas Tech.
And have you noticed that Texas Tech's defense has picked up since they started hitting some shots, and their offense is going now, so defensively they've definitely picked it up on the defensive end as well.
A lot of teams look to try to pick up to get their game going on the defensive end, but you find many times as the shot clock works down, no good, but Nobles again, stepping through, can't get it, gets it back, blocked out of bounds. No foul call, this will be out of bounds to Texas Tech.
Nobles has definitely brought the energy for the Lady Raiders off the bench, blocking shots on the defensive end, getting down low, trying to finish, drawing a foul, rebounding the ball, just never giving up and quitting on the play.
Don't know exactly what we're looking at here. One of the officials over at the scorer's table. And we're set to go, I believe. It will be Lady Raider basketball. You're looking at Raider Red and some of the cheerleaders here. Zone defense. No, man-to-man, underneath. Good move. Nobles can't get it, but she gets the foul and will go to the line.
Patterson and Nobles, they have a good 1-2 punch right now. Jackie Patterson was on the weak side. She cut high to the high post that time. They got the ball to the high post. Nobles cut to the basket. Patterson found her. Nobles going to the free throw line for 2.
In and out, no good. Not a streak there for Chantal Nobles. 37% shooter on the year. Here's a look at the foul. Good pass inside that Cheryl just described to you. And Nobles able to create and draw the foul.
Well, when you're playing a 2-3 zone, anytime you can get your post player to play in the high post area, free throw line, extended, or just in the paint, and the other post player cuts to the basket, more than likely you're going to have a layup or at least draw a foul and go to the free throw line.
Texas Tech with their first lead in the ball game, 19-18 on the Nobles free throw. A little half-court trap, knocked away, stolen by Texas Tech. Patterson is down. Brown will run to the other end, all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. Nice. Coach Curry trying to get a stop in the action to get Patterson out of the ball game, and now the official will blow the whistle, and we'll get a sub in. Christine Hyde checking back in the ball game. Don't know exactly what happened with Patterson, but she's in pain and looks like probably a knee that could be giving her a problem.
I didn't see what happened.
21-18, and Oklahoma State, who started the game so hot, has gone to a dry spell until Suttles gets open down the lane and lays it up. Kendra Suttles, 6'1" junior out of Lawton, Oklahoma. Amber Battles in the ball game for Texas Tech, number 12, a 5'9" sophomore out of Albuquerque. Great quickness, speed, and leaping ability, and number 12 for Texas Tech. Man-to-man defense for Oklahoma State. Brown pull-up jumper, no good. And Bias up to get the rebound.
Well, I think Chynna almost had to take that shot because it didn't seem like the Lady Raiders really knew what offensive set they were in that time.
Suttles worked her way down under the basket, but when she got there, couldn't get her feet set to get the shot up, so ends up walking with the basketball, and it'll be coming back to Texas Tech. 1 point lead for the Lady Raiders. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
When you bounce back from surgery, you might celebrate by going skydiving. Or you might find that your biggest thrills are in the smallest moments.
Make your favorite, Mommy. Pancakes!
At Covenant Health, our calling is to help you stay healthy and get back to your life. Every moment of it. Because every moment matters. Covenant Health, serving West Texas and eastern New Mexico.
Oh no, now what? Wait a minute, I know. I'll call Master Cleaners.
I'll be right back with you.
Thank you so much. I know I can trust Master Cleaners to get the stains out. But with free pickup and delivery, there's no reason to go anywhere else. The Lady Raiders and I trust Master Cleaners, and you can too.
Master Cleaners, keeping Texas Tech athletics looking their best for years.
You already support them on the field and on the court. Now you can support them in the classroom by joining the Red Raider Club, the exclusive scholarship fund of Texas Tech Athletics. You directly impact more than 400 student athletes in 17 different sports through giving to the Red Raider Scholarship Fund. Become a Red Raider Club member today, and thank you for helping Texas Tech Athletics to educate, serve, and grow fearless champions. The Red Raider Club, your support, their effort, our fearless champions.
Covenant Health is a proud sponsor of Texas Tech Athletics and Red Raider Basketball and Lady Raider Basketball. 21-20, a game of runs. Texas Tech was on a 15-2 run when Suttles finally got open and got a 2 going down the lane. But Oklahoma State had started on a great run early in the ball game, and now Texas Tech is off and going. And I didn't know, rebounding-wise, Oklahoma State got 3 offensive rebounds, first trip down the floor, and Texas Tech has made up the difference on the boards and now has the lead rebounding.
Which is huge for the Lady Raiders. That was one thing Coach Curry talked about, was that they had to out-rebound Oklahoma State if they were going to have a chance to win this game.
Morris can't get the shot to go, but there's Amber Battle to get the rebound. Christine Hyde back in the ball game. Smalls double team down on the baseline, got in trouble. Morris with a great save, 10 on the shot clock. Kick over to Smalls to Battle. She'll have it knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Smalls dribbling in. Morris knocked off of her. Smalls gets it up and puts it in. Talk about a heady player. She knew. She just had to pick it up and get it headed toward the basket.
You know, those are things you're not going to read about on the stat sheet, and those are things that you can't teach or coach. That's just the senior leadership that Monique Smalls has.
Bias hits the shot, but a foul called on an illegal screen. And the basket will not count. Look at this action. I didn't think there was any way she would get that ball up in time, but she did.
And she was determined that she was going to get the shot up.
23-20, 6:30 left to go here in the first half of United Spirit Arena. Amber Battle, look at that pull-up jumper, can't get it. Christine Hyde with great hustle.
Great hustle.
Can't come up with the basketball. Donahoe has it for the Cowgirls.
And that's one thing the Lady Raiders are going to have to do against the 2-3 zone that Oklahoma State's playing, is attack it, not just stay on the perimeter and pass the ball along the perimeter. They need to penetrate the gaps, find open shooters, and just find a way to attack the zone and not settle for just playing outside along the three-point line.
7 on the shot clock now for Bias with the basketball. Bounce inside, battle, jump around. They pass it across, won't get it off in time. Shot clock violation.
Great defense.
Really good defense. And Amber battled, Cheryl, when she dove around in front. It created just enough of a slow up on the offensive end to make that where they couldn't get the shot up in time.
Well, and I think they thought they had a better angle to get the ball into the post player. But as you said, when Amber Battle came around, she just showed enough that they had to change the angle, and that's why it was not a very good pass.
With the basketball up top. Baker's also back in the ball game, number 41 for Texas Tech. Bounce to Hyde, she'll step all the way through, shoot it up no good, tip to the outside. Smalls comes up, well, she's pushed and goes down. And Liz Donahoe going to be charged with the personal foul. That's 2 fouls now on Donahoe.
Great hustle by Monique. To not give up on the play, not give up on the ball. She got pushed a little bit.
One of those that typically, if it hadn't changed possession and it was about to change possession, they would have let that one go out on the floor. Smalls driving to the basket, kicks out to Brown. 3 balls up and good. Chynna Brown from the left wing.
Chynna Brown shoots the ball with just so much confidence. It's one of those shots that when she lets it go, you're almost surprised when it doesn't go in.
Steal by Chynna Brown. All by herself. She'll lay it up and in. Instant offense. Chynna Brown. 8-point lead for Texas Tech.
I love it. I love just seeing the excitement a player gets. I'm looking at Chynna Brown that last play, and I'm looking in her eyes like she saw the pass coming. She does a great job of anticipating the ball, and that's why she was able to come up with that steal and take it down for an easy 2.
There's the 3 from the corner. Chynna Brown, great outside shooter, and here's the steal. She cut in inside of Donahoe to get the steal, and she's too quick for anybody to catch up with her with a little bit of a head start like she had.
I don't know if it's OSU, if they've gotten away from what they were doing in the beginning of the game offensively, or if the Lady Raiders have just picked up their defense that much better, because it's you can definitely see the difference in the game and the difference in the score.
12-2 run in the last, for 10:44 for Texas Tech. There's another turnover.
Nice
what a
pass.
Blocked from behind. A great block by Young. Hyde with the putback, can't get it. Blocked by Suttles. A beautiful play by Smalls, and a good defensive play that time by Tony Young.
Camry Anderson.
New player in the ball game, Camry Anderson. She just comes in and contributes. She's averaging 1 point a ball game.
Well, she just scored 2 then.
And just came in and put first bucket since the 11-minute mark. Here's Christine Hyde for 3. She'll get in on the act for Texas Tech.
It's contagious. Like I said, sometimes all it takes is one player to step up and knock down a shot, or to do something defensively, get a rebound, make a great defensive play, and it tends to rub off on the other players.
Shot no good by Young. Chynna Brown to pull the rebound down. She'll bring it up the floor. You can tell the comfort that this Texas Tech team has. 4 seniors in the starting lineup. That starting lineup is on the floor right now for Texas Tech, and 1 junior. Casey Morris, pull up from 17, and she ripped it.
And you're absolutely right. You can see the difference with a team that has 4 seniors in the experience, and a team that has, sophomores and juniors. The seniors, they never really tend to get rattled. They understand that this is part of basketball.
Monique Smalls knocked it out of bounds, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Morris will knock it down. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
As one of the newest emerging research universities in Texas, Texas Tech is dedicated to student success.
We're committed to the values of
mutual respect, cooperation, and communication.
Creativity and innovation.
Community service and leadership.
Public accountability.
And the pursuit of excellence and diversity.
Texas Tech is dedicated to preparing students to be ethical leaders for a diverse and globally competitive workforce.
Strive for honor evermore. Recom Tech.
Brought to you by the Division of Institutional Diversity, Undergraduate Education, and Student Affairs.
Experience Zach's Club's new convenient location at 73rd and Milwaukee. With the same professional staff, state-of-the-art equipment, childcare, and the all-new Zach's Club Core interval training for maximum results with shorter workouts. And with UMC's new Team Rehab Clinic on site, Zach's Club is your gym for fitness, rehab, and wellness.
Join the team at Zach's Club.
Texas Tech fans, we want to remind you to become a Red Raider Club member today. Your donation to the Red Raider Scholarship Fund is principal to our student athletes who will use the values and lessons learned at Texas Tech as the foundation for the rest of their lives. Red Raider Club, the exclusive scholarship fund of Texas Tech athletics. Well, let's take a look at Texas Tech and offensively what they've done here. We're already back to the action here, but that three from Christine Hyde. And now Bias with the basketball will dribble it up. Brittany Martin, who had a big start for Oklahoma State, now has it knocked away and almost stolen by Chynna Brown and a jump ball. It'll stay with Oklahoma State on the alternating possession.
David, I think one of the biggest reasons why OSU's offense has let up a little bit is because the Lady Raiders have definitely picked up their defensive intensity, and they're making every shot that the Cowgirls get tough.
We talked during the break, Cheryl, about the lack of shots that Oklahoma State's getting. Now, they really have not had many opportunities at the basket, and that shot there after the shot clock.
Well, if you look at the way the game started, you would have thought that OSU would have taken more shots than the Lady Raiders right now. They are 10 for 21, and the Lady Raiders are 13 for 30, well, 14 for 31 now with that shot by Jackie Patterson.
Patterson appears to be okay. No ill effects from the injury she suffered earlier in this just a few minutes ago. She looked good jumping up, putting that one in. Here's a shot from up top by post player LaShawn Jones, 6'3" sophomore, couldn't get it to go. Chynna Brown all the way to the basket in front, blocked by Jones and out of bounds. It'll stay with Texas Tech. And Coach Littell trying some different combinations to try to get his Oklahoma State team back in gear. They had a great start here tonight, but it really gone flat from about 6 or 7 minutes into the ball game. Over the top, knocked away. Good defense there by the Cowgirls. Jones going across and knocking it away. Now Bias will lose control of the basketball. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Monique Smalls.
One thing the Lady Raiders definitely want to do, and Coach Curry talked about, was slowing down OSU's transition offense. And I think the Lady Raiders have done a great job of doing that. And one thing that they are doing, though, they're attacking the Cowgirls, not allowing them to set their half-court defense up. That's why they're able to score some easy buckets.
Coach Christy Curry encouraging her team on the far side with this great defense they played here. There's Donahoe going to take a three, and she knocks it down. Tremendous eye for shooting the basketball, Liz Donahoe.
It's great defense by Chynna Brown. She was all up in her grill. It was just a better shot.
5 points now for Donahoe. 10-point lead for Texas Tech, the biggest lead of the ball game. The 12, the Lady Raiders, the 13, the Lady Raiders just had. Now Smalls down to 7 on the shot clock. Chynna Brown, she'll shoot the 3. No good. Rebound. Chynna Brown in there hustling after it, comes up with it and draws the foul. She saw the ball was going to be off. She immediately worked her way inside to get where the basketball was, got it and got the foul.
She's just such a smart player. She has a great eye for the ball. She took the shot with the shot clock running down. She knew the shot wasn't going in, did a great job of following her shot. Hence she came up with the offensive rebound.
Neither team even close to the 1-and-1, the bonus. That's 5 team fouls now in Oklahoma State. Texas Tech with only 3.
Check that foul on number 15, Tony Young.
That foul was on Tony Young. And she went out of the ball game. Smalls trying to inbound. Good screen. Morris gets open. Can't get the shot. Long rebound, though, to Monique Smalls for Texas Tech. Texas Tech, Cheryl, you were talking 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. Oklahoma State only 1 of 3.
You know, which is crazy because Oklahoma State, they love to shoot the ball. They love to shoot the 3. But I think the Lady Raiders have done a great job of pushing up on them at the 3-point line, making them put it on the floor and do something that they don't necessarily want to do.
Keeping the shot clock again, but this time Patterson walks with the basketball.
Timeout, Lady Raider. 30-second timeout, Texas Tech.
Coach Christy Curry will take a 30-second timeout to talk about these probably last 2 possessions. She'd like to see Texas Tech with a good defensive stop here and then work it down, take the last shot of the half.
I think one thing she would love to do is go into, I mean, they're up by 10 right now, but she would love to go into halftime with a double-digit lead and a little bit of momentum. Just probably telling her players, don't let up at all. Continue to play hard for the last 46.3 seconds and not give them anything easy.
Enjoy a refreshing jump shot to the taste buds, an icy cold Coke Zero. Well, Texas Tech is had a great second half of the first half. I will tell you that. Shooting the basketball, playing that Lady Raider defense. And I know Coach Curry has been really proud of this team and what they've accomplished this year. It's been a tremendous run. 20-7 coming into this ball game. There's Martin. She'll square it up. Can't get it to go, though, and the Lady Raiders with the basketball. And that's exactly what Smalls will do. She'll wait in the backcourt. There is a difference in the shot clock and the game clock of about 4 seconds.
And the Lady Raiders would definitely love to score a bucket here going into halftime with a little bit of momentum.
10 on the shot clock, and Smalls will move into the operating area, driving in. Bias with good defense, cuts her off. Patterson traveled again. Shuffling her feet before she gets the dribble down. So the ball back to Oklahoma State with 8.6 left to go here. Bias will push it up the floor. All the way down the floor, off the glass and in. Tiffany Bias. What a shot going down the floor. And that will take us to halftime, 35-27. Texas Tech on top, and we're going to have the head coach of Texas Tech here in just a moment, Coach Christy Curry.
Coach Curry, your team got down early, but a 29-6 run gives you the lead at halftime.
Well, our energy was better there the last 12 minutes of the half, and we came out too flat. But, you know, credit Oklahoma State for getting off to a good start, and we've got to come back out the first 4 minutes of the second half and play better than we did the first 4 minutes of the first half.
After the first 4 minutes, it looked like you made the switch from a 2-3 to a man. How much did that help, and what will you do going into the second half?
Well, changing our defenses, I thought Nobles and Patterson both came off the bench and battled and gave us some energy there. And so we've got to have our bench the second half as well.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. Thank you. David, Cheryl, back to you guys.
Thank you, Courtney. Great job with Coach Christy Curry, and really says a lot about what we talked about during that first half.
I'm just glad we understand Coach Curry and can read her mind.
She is smart, I tell you. She's done a great job. Halftime here. We're going to have the highlights coming up after this halftime break. You're watching Texas Tech TV on Fox.
TexasTech.tv is the new central destination for all your Red Raider digital content on the web and through mobile devices. The Tech Sports mobile app is free to download in the Apple and Android markets. Watch TexasTech.tv for live games, coaches shows, press conferences, signing day specials, and more. TexasTech.tv, all digital, all day.
Legacy. It doesn't happen over.
Second half coming up here at the United Spirit Arena, 35-27. Texas Tech on top. Here are the leading scorers in the first half. Chynna Brown really getting it done, 13 points. And you see Martin, Young, and Donahoe pretty balanced for Oklahoma State. And Texas Tech really limiting the number of opportunities. A couple of stats we want to talk about as we get going here in the second half. One is, I mentioned at halftime, was rebounding, Cheryl, 22-11. Texas Tech with the rebounding edge.
And, you know, I'm sure there were a lot of things Coach Curry talked about going in at halftime, but I'm sure one thing she was definitely pleased with is the fact that the Lady Raiders are out-rebounding the Cowgirls 22-11 in the first half. That is a huge stat, which is why I think the Lady Raiders have an 8-point lead coming into the second half.
Tiffany Bias called for the personal foul. That's another stat we want to talk about. There weren't hardly any fouls called in the first half. Texas Tech only had 2 fouls called, only 6 against Oklahoma State. And the free throws, 2 of 3 for the Cowgirls, 2 of 4 for the Lady Raiders.
And because of the fouls, I guess that's why there haven't been that many free throws.
Shot no good by Morris. The rebound taken away by Oklahoma State up top. Down in low, good passing to Young. She missed the shot, tipped out of there. Boy, you won't see Tony Young miss one from down in there very often.
You know, that's one of those shots where it's like, I cannot be this wide open. And when you shoot the ball, you know if it's going in or not, but there's nothing you can do. You can't bring it back and say, let me shoot it again. But Coach Curry said something going into halftime, and I think will be huge, will be the way the Lady Raiders come out the second half, the first 4 minutes. I think they really need to set the tone to start the second half.
Kelsey Baker with a power move. And I know you like that, Cheryl, using her body to protect the basketball.
And she does such a great job of doing that, you know, because she's undersized. Kelsey Baker knows how to maneuver, knows how to use her body. She knows that she should throw her body into the defender so that she can get the shot up without it being blocked.
How about Kendra Suttles at the top of the circle knocking down the 3? That's been pretty absent tonight for Oklahoma State, only 2 of 4 from outside the arc. Back to a 7-point ball game. Suttles and Baker, that's a pretty good matchup of 2 ladies that are strong in the post area.
It's a great matchup.
Suttles falls down, ball tipped out of bounds. Martin dropping down to help, knocked it away from Baker.
As you said, Suttles and Baker both tend to be physical, and they don't mind contact. And as you said, you see Baker's getting down low on the block. She uses her body very well.
3 on the shot clock. Good move by Casey Morris. Can't get the shot to go, and now a tie ball as Suttles is tied up. It will stay with Oklahoma State. Mentioned Oklahoma State with that big win over Oklahoma and had a great second half in that game. Really took the game away, and now falling down is Suttles in Texas Tech with an easy two with Chynna Brown. I think it was incidental contact, but their feet definitely got tangled up and Suttles lost the ball.
She got tripped a little bit, but I don't think it was anything the referee noticed or was going to call.
Texas Tech man-to-man defense. Smalls bothering Boss, and now Chynna Brown knocks it away. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Donahoe going to have to create. She slips down, and now foul on Chynna Brown. She was just trying to create a little diversion. That would have run the shot clock out. Probably would have run out anyway.
Well, when you're the type of player that Chynna Brown is, there's no way she's going to allow Donahoe to be on the floor and not try to go for the ball. And what Chynna Brown did was she tried to get a steal.
Brittany Martin with the basket, her first basket since early in the ball game, I believe. The freshman got Oklahoma State off to a good start. She'll try to do it here in the second half. 7-point lead for the Lady Raiders. Baker with a good spin move right in front, but can't get the shot to go, and Suttles with another rebound. Now Bias about to, she stumbles, almost lost the basketball.
Must be something on this end of the floor.
Now Tiffany Bias called for the personal foul.
You know, David, we were talking about matchups earlier, and I want to say Monique Smalls has done a phenomenal job on Tiffany Bias the entire game. She's averaging 12.4 points a game, but she only has 3 in this game. And I believe the first matchup, Bias, I think, had 26, 27 points. And Monique Smalls, I think, just kind of took it personally and said, I'm going to come out here. You're not going to do to us what you did the first game. And she just really shut her down.
Chynna Brown lost the dribble out of bounds. Nice call for that. That's what an offensive player gets frustrated by, one of those defenders that you just can't shake. And Smalls is that type of defender. Great quickness, maintains tremendous position. Never gets off balance. Drive by Young. Nice move. Very smooth.
It's a strong move. And, and as you said, I think what Smalls does so well is that she knows who she's defending, and she knows how much cushion to give them, how tight she can get, how close she can get. She understands their game, and she knows what their strengths are, their weaknesses are, and she does a great job of taking those things away from them.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. The shot clock has been a factor in this ball game, and now double dribble and another turnover against Texas Tech. Took good care of the basketball in the first half, but now up to 8 turnovers here for the Lady Raiders. 39-34, 5-point ball game.
Experience Zach's Club's new convenient location at 73rd and Milwaukee. With the same professional staff, state-of-the-art equipment, childcare, and the all-new Zach's Club Core interval training for maximum results with shorter workouts. And with UMC's new Team Rehab Clinic on site, Zach's Club is your gym for fitness, rehab, and wellness.
Join the team at Zach's Club.
You already support them on the field and on the court. Now you can support them in the classroom by joining the Red Raider Club, the exclusive scholarship fund of Texas Tech Athletics. You directly impact more than 400 student athletes in 17 different sports through giving to the Red Raider Scholarship Fund. Become a Red Raider Club member today, and thank you for helping Texas Tech Athletics to educate, serve, and grow fearless champions. The Red Raider Club, your support, their effort, our fearless champions.
Some pictures are worth 1,000 words, and some pictures are worth $83.45. Introducing the latest feature of the Citibank app. Now you can deposit checks with your phone just by taking a picture. Depositing checks is a snap with the updated Citibank app. Download it today.
Texas Tech is on the rise. Now a national research university, a growing campus steeped in tradition. 7 straight semesters of record enrollment. Wind research that's unrivaled in the world. The best trained and educated students for today's jobs. And to all this, we have just one thing to say. With pride, guns up.
Join us again on Texas Tech TV on Fox, Monday as the Lady Raiders host Oklahoma. Broadcast begins at 7 p.m.
That will be our last broadcast this season, and we've done that will be 7, Cheryl, and it's been a lot of fun. You've done a tremendous job.
Thanks,
It's been
David.
fun having you back here.
I've absolutely enjoyed it.
Lady Raider, greatest. It was I got a chance to watch the '93 championship game against Ohio State, and it was really, if people go back and watch that game, it's unbelievable how great you were. And I know I'm just sitting here bragging on you right to your, but it's just the truth. I can't help it.
I went back and watched it, and it was just fun to watch. It brought back a lot of great memories, I have to say.
And it was a great team, a tremendous team effort. It really was. Everybody did their job and pull their weight and scored when key times when you need scores.
That's why we were able to win it all, because everybody understood their roles and accepted those roles, and the chemistry was great, and it was just a great team.
Well, you can get a copy of that game on DVD by calling the Red Raider Club at 742-1195 and get your own copy of that game, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Texas Tech's national championship with the Lady Raiders and Coach Marcia Sharp in 1993. 39-34. We're going to talk about the national championship.
No, I was going to say, the Lady Raiders are 2-0 since they wore the throwback jerseys from 1993.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I was just going to put that in there.
They're not wearing those tonight.
I wasn't going to say that, but
these are the new ones with guns up on the short. I like these. These are great-looking uniforms that Texas Tech has.
Well, I'm sure right now Coach Curry's probably looking for something to get this team going. She said going into halftime, the first 4 minutes of the second half was going to be crucial for them to come out and really try to set the tone for the second half of the game. And I don't think they come out with the same type of intensity that they had to end the first half.
Tony Young with another close shot that rolls off the rim. I'd wondered about the lack of free throw attempts for Tony Young. For a post player, a player that plays inside. Cheryl, she is so smooth and so quick to the basket. I think she avoids fouls. Chynna Brown, she knocks down the three.
Well, as you said, Tony Young is more of a finesse post player, and I don't mean to not talk about how good of a player she is, but that shot Chynna Brown just hit was the shot she hit in the first half to get the Lady Raiders going. So maybe she can do the same thing the second half and give them a little bit of momentum and some fire and get the same thing that she did the first half. Hopefully they can do the second half.
Turnover called against the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. Texas Tech up by 8. Chynna Brown to Smalls. Nobles back in the game. She'll roll underneath, has it blocked and taken away by Donahoe for Oklahoma State. OSU with the basketball. Suttle's thinking about a three. She hit one earlier, and now a foul will be called on the baseline against Christine Hyde. And evidently, Hyde did not agree with the call, or was really disappointed in herself. She'll go out of the ball game, and that was probably the biggest thing. She knew she might have to exit the ball game.
But back to Tony Young, she is one of those post players that's more of a finesse type of a player. She really does not want to get on the block and bang around with you and get physical with you. She wants a little bit of space so that she can shoot that turnaround jumper, because she has a very, very nice, smooth jump shot.
Well, she would be an early pick if you were picking sides, picking teams. She is an outstanding player. Chynna Brown would be another one that wouldn't be standing there long waiting to be picked, and now she'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
Well, you know how Coach Curry talks about having a balanced team and a balanced team effort, and you know that anybody on the team can make it happen on any given night. But Chynna Brown, to me, is one of those players that you want to involve her pretty much every offensive set. And it's not for her to shoot the ball or get her shot, but you know that she's going to make something happen when she has the ball in her hands. You can't get up on her because she's typically quicker than the defender, so she's going to go by you. If you play off of her, she can shoot the three. She just has a basketball sense that you can't teach or coach. She just understands the game.
73% free throw shooter. She knocks both of those down, her first 2 chances on the night, and now settles, dribbles it off of her toe and out of bounds. Not a lot of senior leadership on this Oklahoma State team. Tony Young, we've been talking about, she's the senior that's playing, and she won't be back. Texas Tech is up by 10 again, 44-34. You're watching Lady Raider basketball on Texas Tech TV on Fox. There you see that championship banner from 1993, and don't forget you can get a copy, a DVD copy of that ball game in its entirety from the Red Raider Club. $20 is the cost, 742-1195. And I'm telling you, it is so fun to go back and relive that. And Cheryl, I know this weekend that we just had with the University of Texas here, a big win for the Lady Raiders and the entire team back together. What was that like?
It was just it was a special moment, you know, and I kid around a lot with Coach Sharp and even some of the players today that I didn't get to play in this beautiful arena. I had to play in the Coliseum. But I have to say there were some wonderful memories in the Coliseum, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But just to be back here and, you know, kind of reminisce and reconnect with a lot of my former teammates, and like you said, the Lady Raiders playing Texas, beating Texas. It was just such a special weekend, and was really excited that we had an opportunity to get together.
Well, it's fun that everyone could be back for it, and you could just see the camaraderie and how much you enjoyed being with that, having that team back together again with Coach Sharp. Here's Patterson on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Chynna Brown with the rebound. Out to Morris. 3-ball off the back of the rim. And this time, Young will pull it down for Oklahoma State. Well, Bias, as we've got guards in the Big 12 league that are unbelievable quick.
And Bias is definitely one of those.
She is. You think about Ellenberg and, of course, on the Texas Tech team with Chynna Brown and Monique Smalls. There's Morris creating a shot from about 12 feet. Can't get it. Here's Bias on the run again. Lost control and goes out of bounds. Don't know what happened exactly there. Maybe we'll get a look at it when we come back. Texas Tech on top by 10. Having a good time at the United Spirit Arena.
Legacy. It doesn't happen overnight. With more than 35 years of award-winning service to the Lubbock community and beyond, Caroline's legacy of excellence has touched the lives of generations. This legacy continues in our relationship with Texas Tech University and the Health Sciences Center, and now, Red Raider Athletics. Caroline and Texas Tech, a championship team leaving a legacy of excellence.
We do have that play for you. We couldn't really tell what happened here with Tiffany Bias. Maybe we'll get a look here. Smalls was back, and you were right. Chynna Brown was the one that got a hand on it. I was giving it to Smalls.
Chynna Brown is everywhere. No, Chynna Brown got a hand on it, but Bias continued to try to shoot it, and she threw it out of bounds. That's why it's the Lady Raiders' ball.
Well, we were talking about those guards, just quickness, strength, speed. Odyssey Sims at Baylor. I mean, this league has some great guards.
Again, and people are probably tired of hearing me say it, but the Big 12, in my opinion, is one of the toughest conferences out there in women's basketball.
Chynna Brown getting Texas Tech going again here in the second half. Back to a 12-point Lady Raider lead over the Cowgirls. Settles, rolls to the baseline, can't get the shot. Patterson with good defense there, and Texas Tech has it. And now Smalls will slow it up a little bit. Lets about 10 seconds run off the shot clock. Now takes it all the way in, blocked underneath, and a foul will be called.
And that's one thing that I'd love to see Monique Smalls do, is just be aggressive and attack. And a lot of times, especially when the defender will get that close to you, because Smalls is quick enough and she understands the game, that I would love to see her just be a little bit more aggressive and attack like she just did on that last play.
Looked like the foul was on Tony Young. And that is 3 personal fouls now on Young, and this will be 2 shots coming for Monique Smalls. 46-34. The arena goes completely quiet except for me talking. I wonder if you got mad at me for talking during the free throw.
That's why she missed it, because you were talking.
I know, and I will be quiet this time. There it worked. 47-34. Martin with the basketball. Mary Bokenkamp in the ball game for Texas Tech, number 24. Nice drive down the left-hand side by Kendra Suttles. Suttles a good player, very aggressive with the basketball, knows what she wants to do.
Well, she's come out and hit a couple of threes, and I think that time Nobles just got a little too close to her, and she just drove by her and went to the basket for an easy layup.
Bokenkamp like to get her open for a look from out at the three. Patterson going to take it in. Blocked and taken away. Patterson goes down, but that looked like a good block that time. Tony Young. Now back the other way. Donahoe with a three, and she knocks it down.
And you have to find her in transition. When you have a shooter on your team that can just flat out shoot the ball the way Donahoe can, you have to know where she is in transition. And that time, Bias did a great job of finding Donahoe. She spotted up, knocking down a three.
Now Patterson will take a three, and that was a little early probably in the possession for Coach Curry. Back the other way, Martin to the basket, and two quick baskets for Oklahoma State, and a 6-point lead for Texas Tech. And Coach Curry not locking those last two possessions for the Lady Raiders.
Well, I think one thing with Patterson, the last time she drove to the basket and she thought she got fouled. Refs thought it was a good block. They didn't call a foul. So the next possession, instead of her being aggressive and attacking the basket, she just decided to spot up for a three, and I'm sure Coach Curry was not happy with that play.
Donahoe can get it done from the outside, no question about it. But then Texas Tech, Smalls trying to get over and get Martin stopped, but she takes it all the way in, uses the left hand.
Well, and that's OSU's strength is their transition game, and I thought we saw that the first half, in the early part of the first half, when they were just able to get out and run and could do whatever they wanted to do in transition. Once the Lady Raiders slowed that down and stopped it, it was a completely different ball game, and I think they're going to have to get back to that same type of defense that they had in the first half and not allow Oklahoma State to get in their transition game.
Nobles and Patterson, who are a real spark in the first half, and now gone back to the bench, and Baker is back in the ball game along with Christine Hyde. And in the last time out for both these teams, Oklahoma State had a great second half, got a big win. Texas Tech lost a big lead to Kansas and had to win it right at the buzzer. Smalls for three. This one rolls across, tipped to the outside of Christine Hyde. As it, Donahoe had position but fell down, and Texas Tech will keep the basketball.
And David, going back to what you said about that game, the last game for the Lady Raiders against Kansas, I think that's one thing that can happen when you have senior leadership and that experience. They didn't panic down the stretch, and I think that's why Christine Hyde, she did a great job of attacking the basket and winning the game for the Lady Raiders.
Foul is called on Brittany Martin, her second personal foul. 5 team fouls now on Oklahoma State, only 3 fouls on Texas Tech, and having trouble getting the ball inbounds, throws it all the way in the backcourt. And Smalls will go get it. Had a new shot clock, so Smalls has plenty of time to work it. High screen. Corner to Hyde, pump fake. Out to the basket, puts it up, no good. Good job of getting there, getting the shot, just could not get it to go down. Suttles walked with the basketball. I thought that was really a good move. And
it looked like a good move from here.
It did to me. But I really couldn't see her feet. Might have changed pivot feet. Coach Littell on the other side, he is talking it over with the official as she goes by.
And Oklahoma State, they've definitely picked up their defensive intensity.
And a pass, Baker can't handle it, but Hyde comes up with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baker in the lane, spinning against Suttles, stepping in front, puts it up, nice move, can't get it. Baker gets it back, blocked and fouled. This great hustle on the boards, and Texas Tech will go to the free throw line. Baker will have a couple of shots.
Great hustle by Kelsey Baker to not give up on the play.
8:17 to go. Oklahoma State right there in this ball game. Texas Tech cannot put them away. It had a 12-point lead, 13-point lead. And Oklahoma State's climbed right back in it. Baker at the line, free throws up and good. And Baker, a 74% shooter from the free throw line. When you look at Kelsey Baker, who is, not the tallest player in the Big 12, at 6 foot, and she makes both free throws. She shot 130 free throws now, and Tony Young has shot 65.
So that probably tells you that Baker's probably a little bit more, if not a lot more aggressive down low on the block. Baker does not mind the contact. As a matter of fact, she probably welcomes it.
Young's a very athletic, tremendous shooter with a great jump shot. There's a great pass to Martin, cutting on the backside, and Suttles finds her for the easy two.
Well, one thing the Lady Raiders are doing, or they just did on that last possession, when the ball goes inside to the post players, they're so worried about Young and Suttles inside that they're going down and they're doubling or they're helping, that they're turning their head and they're allowing their men to cut to the basket, which is why Martin got an easy layup the last time.
Nice job by Kelsey Baker. Got a good entry pass, let the defense come down, and had the easy two. Back to an 8-point ball game. Smalls, watch her move her feet, and Bias with quick feet too. Great move by Tiffany Bias all the way across the lane and off the glass.
Bias has so much energy. She's all over the place. And as you said, she did a great job that time of attacking the basket and just not quitting on the play. She was determined to get to the basket.
Chynna Brown will pop from 17, can't get it. And Donahoe has the rebound. Six-point game over the top to Young. Double team taken away by Christine Hyde. You're exactly right. Christine Hyde saw it coming. Young did not know she was there. Turned around and put it right. Really gave the ball to Christine Hyde.
Well, and you know, on that play, you can't even really fault Young for that play because Martin should see that there's help side and not make that pass because Young can't see who's behind her. But Christine Hyde did a great job of recognizing that the lob pass was coming and was in great help side position.
Morris trying to create. Air ball partially blocked. And Oklahoma State back with the ball. Brittany Martin will bring it up, the freshman from Syracuse. Donahoe for three. That would have been big for the Cowgirls. In and out. That one went down and popped back out. Smalls letting the Lady Raiders get down the floor and get set up here offensively. Down to 13 on the shot clock.
Well, you know, one thing I think the Lady Raiders should do is continue to attack the basket. Baker, when she got the ball down low, she did a great job of finishing the last couple of possessions for the Lady Raiders.
Donahoe with a great job of running the ball down. She just didn't have enough time to get a good shot. She had to throw it up at the basket and could not get it to go in. Texas Tech has really slowed down here. Now losing the ball is Smalls as she was going to the basket, had an opening, but couldn't control the basketball. 51-45. We've got a good one going here from the United Spirit Arena on Texas Tech TV.
Baker Office Products, the Baker Advantage.
Baker Office Products' capable furniture design and installation team can help you achieve an efficient and innovative working environment. Our customer service team is ready to assist you with all of your office supply and equipment needs. Baker Office Products is a locally owned Texas Tech corporate sponsor and is proud to support Lubbock, the South Plains, and beyond.
The Baker Advantage.
TexasTech.tv is the new central destination for all your Red Raider digital content on the web and through mobile devices. The Tech Sports mobile app is free to download in the Apple and Android markets. Watch TexasTech.tv for live games, coaches shows, press conferences, signing day specials, and more. TexasTech.tv, all digital, all day.
The Lady Raiders return to the United Spirit Arena on Monday as they host Oklahoma. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. You can get your tickets by calling 742-4412 or toll free 888-GO-BIG-12. You can also purchase tickets online at texastech.com.
Oklahoma to end up the season. Of course, Texas Tech will be on the road at Kansas State on Saturday and then back here to close it out on Monday the 4th. And right now, Texas Tech tied for second in the league with Iowa State. Of course, the Iowa State Cyclones beat Texas Tech twice, so they'd have the number 2 seed if they were to end up tied. And they have very similar schedules, 2 home games, including tonight, and then 2 of the lower-ranked teams in the conference to when they do go on the road in TCU and Kansas State.
And, you know, David, and those are definitely very winnable games for the Lady Raiders. But, you know, I think these games really getting ready for conference tournament are huge because you want to gain some momentum and you want to work on the things that you need to work on going into the tournament and obviously go in playing with a lot of confidence.
Donahoe had the rebound but lost it out of bounds. And another forced shot. It's been amazing. We haven't done many games, Cheryl, this season that the shot clock has been such a factor in the ball game, and it has been here tonight. Of course, Texas Tech has been very deliberate here in the second half.
And as you said, the shot clock's been a factor for both teams, for the Lady Raiders and for the Cowgirls.
It was a factor on that last possession. Bias had to get a shot up. Morris almost with a walk there. Now backs it out, shoots up the 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. Baker. Tremendous job of coming up with that one. And Texas Tech with a new shot clock as we click down to close to 4 minutes to go in the game. And Tech hanging on to a 6-point lead. Christine Hyde with it to Chynna Brown down to the baseline now. 10 on the shot clock. Smalls with a runner. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma State Bias, long pass up. She saw Suttles. It was a good idea. Just a little too far out in front. And Texas Tech will have it back, still leading by 6 over the Oklahoma State Cowgirls. It's going to be a good finish here at the United Spirit Arena.
Hi, I'm Texas Tech women's basketball coach Christy Curry. This is my 7th season with the Lady Raiders, and each year our goal is to build on our momentum and take the program to the next level. Plains Capital Bank has the same game plan. They've been a strong, stable team player, contributing to the success of not only Texas Tech and Lady Raider basketball, but also the entire Lubbock community for 25 years. Now that's what I call a winning record, and that's why Plains Capital Bank is my financial MVP. Oh no, now what? Wait a minute, I know. I'll call Master Cleaners.
I'll be right back with you.
Thank you so much. I know I can trust Master Cleaners to get the stains out, but with free pickup and delivery, there's no reason to go anywhere else. The Lady Raiders and I trust Master Cleaners, and you can too.
Master Cleaners, keeping Texas Tech athletics looking their best for years.
Fox Sports is brought to you in part by Coke Zero. Enjoy a refreshing jump shot to the taste buds and icy cold Coke Zero. Plains Capital Bank is a proud supporter of Lady Raider basketball. Ride with the good guys at Plains Capital Bank. And by UMC Health Systems. It's our hospital.
.350 left to go in the ball game, and Raider Red getting special attention down there. Guns up, and the Palm Squad and cheerleaders taking care of him over there. Looks like the cheerleaders here at Texas Tech. Decent crowd here on hand tonight. The Big 12 Conference, of course, leads the nation in attendance. And you mentioned earlier, Cheryl, the quality basketball that's played from top to bottom in the Big 12. got to be the best conference in the country for women's basketball.
To me, it's what makes it so good is that you never know who's going to win. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. Even with TCU and Texas being at the bottom of the standings, they're still very good teams, and they make the games very competitive. So on any given night in the Big 12, anybody can beat anybody.
Baker able to create some space and might have walked on that one, but can't get the shot to go. So Oklahoma State with the ball, trailing by 6. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Bias scoops the ball over to Young. She'll put it up in the end. Tony Young with the 2. Now a 4-point ball game as we move under 3 minutes to go.
You know, that was a key to this game, was containing or trying to contain Bias's penetration. And I thought the first half, Monique Smalls, along with everyone else on the team, did a great job of keeping Bias out of the paint. The second half, they haven't done it so well. And with Bias penetrating, she's able to see the floor and get the ball to pretty much anybody she wants to get it to.
There's a 3 from Chynna Brown, no good, and Liz Donahoe has the rebound. Tony Young with 8 points now. And now lost out of bounds as Bias can't control it, and it'll go back to Texas Tech, and you see the frustration there on Tiffany Bias.
But she pushes the ball every opportunity she gets, whether it's a make, whether it's a miss. Sometimes she gets a little bit out of control, but when you're guarding a player like that, you always have to be on your toes and be ready, because you know that she's going to be coming at you the other way.
Casey Morris gets herself open and puts it in from 15 right on the baseline. Back to a 6-point lead with 2 minutes to go now.
Big bucket by Casey Morris.
Suttle's moving and draws the foul. I think it's going to be a reach in on Casey Morris. She had dropped down to try to help out, and she will be called for the personal foul. Only one player in double figures, I think, for both teams. And Chynna Brown with 22 points now to lead Texas Tech, and 13 for Brittany Martin, the freshman. Suttles makes the first free throw. That'll give her a grand total of 10 points. So she's in double figures now, and 11. Tony Young went into double figures with 10 with her last basket. 53-49, Texas Tech up by 4. Christine Hyde, she can drive, lost control, gets it back, block, gets it back again. Down to 9 on the shot clock now. And Morris, a long 3 off the back of the rim. Goes to the corner, Martin tries to tap it, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brittany Martin. She was trying to knock it off of Chynna Brown. And now the officials will talk, but it should be Texas Tech's basketball as you get a look at Brittany Martin there, the freshman, headed to the sideline for Oklahoma State.
You know, I'm sure Coach Curry did not want the game to come down to. It reminds me of the Kansas game, the last game they played with the 49-53 with the game going down to the wire. I think what the Lady Raiders really need to do on the offensive end is just be patient. You're up by 4, but be patient, take good shots, and make sure that you make it count. No silly turnovers.
I saw Coach Curry. There she is. You can barely see her in the huddle when she gets the team around her. And Texas Tech, of course, not an overly big team, although Haley and Kellen Snyder back there on the back at 6'5", pretty good sized players. Texas Tech, the players that get most of the minutes, if you look at them across the nation, Cheryl, this has to be one of the smaller Division I starting 5s in the country.
And, you know, and as you said, they have 5 seniors. 4 of them play the majority of the minutes. They play most of the game. And, you know, when you look at not just in the Big 12, as you said, any of the other conferences, this is a pretty small team. But I tell you what, they make up for it in speed and quickness and just their heart and how hard they play from typically from the beginning of the game to the end. So, you know, I tell people all the time, it doesn't really matter how big you are in size, but how big your heart is.
Hyde with a move, going to the basket, puts it up and in, and she is fouled. She slid to the right. Suttles trying to slide over and still pick up the charge. And so this has a chance to be a three-point play. Nice move.
Very nice move. You know, I think what Christine Hyde did, she just sold that play. She faked a handoff to Smalls and just turned back to the middle and took her man to the basket. Suttles tried to come over and draw the charge, but Hyde did a great job of concentrating and finishing the shot.
Can't complete the three-point play, but back to a 6-point game. Suttles up top. Hyde with the contest, getting out there. 1 minute left to go. Bias out to Donahoe. She'll shoot the three. No good. Rebound to Baker. Nice block out that time on Young. And now foul called against Suttles as she reached in for the basketball.
Great rebound. Great rebound by Baker.
Look at these scoring numbers with Chynna Brown with another tremendous night, coming in here averaging a little under 13 points a ball game. But Cheryl, she's had several games this season where she's been up in around 20 points or over 20 points.
You know, sometimes they're quiet 20s, but, you know, they're probably tired of hearing me talk about and praise Chynna Brown, but you can't say enough about what she does and what she brings to this team, just the energy that she brings. And, you know, how hard she plays. She plays hard, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. She takes pride in her defense, and I love watching a player like that.
Lady Raider basketball is brought to you by Texas Tech University Divisions of Institutional Diversity, Undergraduate Education and Student Affairs, dedicated to student success by preparing learners to be ethical leaders in a diverse and globally competitive workforce. Strive for honor evermore. 52 seconds left to go in the ball game, and Texas Tech leading at 56-49. Kelsey Baker at the free throw line. And the writing is probably looking more and more on the wall for Coach Littell over there on the sideline. Big free throw here, and it's good. 8-point ball game. One thing's for sure, it won't take Bias long to get the ball up the floor. She'll go all the way to the basket and put it up and in.
She's always looking to attack the basket. On a make, on a miss, she does a great job in the open floor of just pushing and attacking the defense and either looking for her own shot or trying to find one of her teammates cutting to the basket or spotting up for a three.
Timeout called by Oklahoma State. It's going to be a full timeout. And you'll get a look right here at the blow-by by Tiffany Bias. Great athlete, tremendous speed. I want to remind everybody to join us again. I think you mentioned this earlier, Cheryl. Lady Raiders are going to play Oklahoma on Monday the 4th, 7 o'clock, right here at the United Spirit Arena. Cheryl Swoops and I will be here once again for that ball game, and looking forward to bringing it to you.
That will be our last game.
Last broadcast of the season.
Yes. My heart is already aching.
It's been a fun year. We've done that. Will be 7 broadcasts of Lady Raider basketball games. We've seen some good games, and Texas Tech play extremely well. Lady Raiders tonight have a chance to sweep Oklahoma State on the season. And as you look at the game reset, and Coach Christy Curry, but lost 2 to Baylor, lost 2 to Iowa State, and of course they can split with Oklahoma with a win and still a chance to sweep Kansas State. It will be 5 sweeps if they can win here tonight and can get 6. Chynna Brown creates space and gets the ball to Baker. Long pass up to Kelsey Baker, and she'll be fouled once again, this time by Liz Donahoe, with 31 seconds left to go. It's been a long time, I think since back around 2000 that Texas Tech has had that many conference sweeps in one season, conference opponent sweeps.
Well, I think one thing that shows is just the growth and maturity of your team and your players. When you go from having I'll say 4 freshmen, well, five freshmen with Mary, but 4 freshmen that play a lot of minutes, and you see the growth that they've had from freshman year after year after year to now they're seniors. Just the leadership that they bring to this team and understanding what they have to do to win games game in and game out. I think it just says a lot about Coach Curry and what she's done for this team.
Kelsey Baker now with 11 points as she makes the first free throw. 7-point lead for Texas Tech. 3-possession ball game now with 31 seconds left. Next free throw on its way, and it's good. Kelsey Baker, good free throw shooter. 5 of 5 from the line tonight, and now Smalls, she went for the steal about the time Boss hit the gas and caused a collision with Boss.
Which is a smart foul, though. The Lady Raiders had fouls to give. That was a smart foul by Smalls.
Boss to the basket once again for another 2 with 22 seconds left to go in the ball game, and back to a 6-point lead for Texas Tech. Let's look at these some of the stats here, Cheryl, as we wind this one up. Oklahoma State has only had 4. They only have shot 5 free throws in the ball game. Texas Tech 11 of 15. There haven't been that many fouls here tonight, and Oklahoma State with 22 turnovers, and that's a problem against a team like Texas Tech.
Well, I mean, Texas Tech, they thrive on their defense and getting after it on the defensive end and putting pressure on you and hopefully causing you to turn the ball over. And as you can see tonight, they've done a great job of doing that. And, you know, and pretty much they've taken care of the ball with the Lady Raiders only having 11 turnovers and OSU, as you said, with 22. That was probably a game plan that Coach Curry had coming in, was trying to disrupt their offense and make them turn the ball over, and they've done just that.
One stat that a lot of you really don't talk about a lot, we don't talk about a lot, is number of shots in a ball game. Texas Tech is close to having 20 more shooting opportunities than Oklahoma State. They put the ball up 62 times. Oklahoma State has only taken 45 shots.
And when you look at the percentage, the Lady Raiders are shooting 33%, as you said, 21 of 62, and OSU is shooting 51%. But as you said, they've only put up 45 shots. And typically, I don't really care what conference it's in, what league you're playing in. If you're only going to put up 45 shots, the odds aren't in your favor that you're going to win the game.
Casey Morris only 7 points tonight. She can add to that here. But she hit a couple of shots that were very instrumental to the run that Texas Tech went on. She, along with Chynna Brown, with a couple of big threes to really get Tech moving here tonight. Morris, outstanding free throw shooter. She comes in 82%, and now Smalls will foul again, and that will be the 6th team foul. Stops the clock, 17 seconds, but Oklahoma State will have to inbound. Tony Young fell down there, really not looking to be a part of the collision, but ended up being involved.
Well, I think Smalls, what she was really trying to do is just slow down Bias, but she's so quick.
There's a good pass over the top to Suttles, but she can't handle it. Might have been a little short on the pass. And with 10 seconds left, Texas Tech, an 8-point lead. Press up the floor, but look for Oklahoma State here to let the clock run out. Baker will hold the basketball, and the Lady Raiders have won another one. 21-7 on the season now for Texas Tech. Oklahoma State will drop here tonight with the loss to 19-8, 8-8 in conference. Texas Tech 11-5 in the Big 12, and you see Coach Christy Curry. She's got, it's been a fun run so far, and Texas Tech Lady Raiders just keep it going here tonight against Oklahoma State.
Great win for the Lady Raiders tonight against Oklahoma State. And, you know, as you said, they have 2 more games. And, you know, hopefully they can win those 2 and gain some momentum and confidence going into the conference tournament. Because once the conference tournament gets here, to me, it's like a whole nother season. So hopefully they'll do well.
The Matador song in the background, and everyone will have their guns up here. Trying to see if I can find Courtney Davis out on the floor. She's trying to get Chynna Brown here for an interview at the end of the ball game. And school song is going on. Let's go to Courtney. She can talk during the school song.
Chynna, another great night for you, but a big win for this program. Talk about the game overall. 22 points for you, your 6th 20-point game of the season.
Oh, tonight, once again, just came out playing my game, trying not to force anything, but being aggressive at the same time. It's just a great win for us. I'm proud of my teammates, and once again, I give all the credit to them. Getting me the ball, I'm running off screens, rebounding, just doing all the things I can, to help us win tonight.
Talk about the confidence this team has. You got down early, but the fight back 29-6 run to get you back in the game. What's different this year?
This year, I know we struggled, the beginning of the season, starting games out right, and it was one of those nights tonight where we didn't start it off right. But, we've been in those situations before where we don't start out right, but at the end, we all come together and, pull it out. And that's what we did tonight. We stuck together and kept talking to one another and just encouraging. Most of all, we just had fun tonight.
Can you say this team is peaking at the right time with March Madness around the corner and the Big 12 tournament on the horizon?
Yeah, I feel like we are, but, we can't just be satisfied with it. We're still hungry, so we're still going to grind it out and just still play like, it's the last game. And for the seniors, we're still just trying to go out with a bang.
Great job tonight. Go enjoy this with your team.
Thank you.
David, Cheryl, back to you guys.
Thank you, Courtney, and thank you, Chynna Brown. I like the focus of Chynna Brown.
Absolutely. I just love the words that she said. And, when she said we just have to remain hungry, we can't be satisfied with where we are and what we've done. And with the type of leadership with Chynna Brown and the rest of the seniors, hopefully this Lady Raider team can go a long way.
Great job tonight, Cheryl Swoops. Kim, thank you. Thanks to Courtney and all of our crew here. Fun ball game here tonight for Texas Tech. That will do it for tonight's game. Join us again on Monday as the Lady Raiders host the Oklahoma Sooners. For Cheryl Swoops, I'm David Thetford. Final score, Texas Tech 61, Oklahoma State 53. Good night, everybody.